Hello, everyone, and welcome to our first class in February of 2021. We're so pleased to have all of you here today. And we have the incredible Craig Hall teaching us today alongside Fiona Lee. And we're definitely going to have a great class today. And Lauren and I are here to just observe and see how everything's doing and chime in if we need to, but we know that the two will be perfect. Lauren, do you have anything before I pass it on to our teachers?
No, just have a great class, everyone.
Awesome. Fiona, why don't you give us an intro and then pass it over to Craig?
Hi everyone, I'm Fiona. I danced with Kansas City Ballet as a member of KCB2, and I'm from Montana originally, and I trained at the School of American Ballet in New York, which is where Craig is from, and I'm going to pass that to him.
Oh, thanks, Fiona. Hello, everyone. Yes, my name is Craig, and I was a dancer with New York City Ballet. I trained at the School of American Ballet, same school as Fiona, and I'm originally from Chicago, Illinois. And now, post professional dancing career, I am a repertory director. So I'm a coach for the New York City Ballet. I teach all the dancers the steps to the ballets so they're well prepared. So once they get on stage, they know exactly what they're doing. And today I will give you all a class, a nice class. I'm excited that you all joined in today. And we will start with the bar. And normally, what I'll end up doing, I'll do the combination. I'll demonstrate it. I'll talk it through, and then Fiona will do the combination with you. For our first warm up or first combination, just follow along with me. I would like all of us just to stand, and we'll have our legs in parallel position, toes pointing forward, and you can have your heels together, your legs just nice and suctioned up. And I'll play the music and just listen to my voice, and we will move on from there. Okay, here we go. All right, we'll do a head roll to the right. So put your chin down and roll your head around all the way. And let's reverse that the other direction. All the way back, side, and front. Let's reach our arms up to the sky, all the way up and bring them down. Flex the hands, hands on hips. We'll prance our feet 4 times. Right and left, right and left. And let's do that one more time. Head roll to the right. Stretch out the neck muscles and reverse the head, going to the left and down. Let's rise up with our arms straight to the sky. Open the hands, bring them down. Hands on hips, and we'll prance. Right foot, left foot. Just lift your heels up. All right, let's open the legs and let's bend forward. Put your hands on the floor. And we'll plie. Just bend your knees down. Stretch your knees. Bend your knees one more time. And now let's roll up. Take your time as you roll up. Let's bring the hands up in the sky, attaching your thumbs, reaching high up again. Open your arms. We'll stretch to the right. Bend to the side, fingertips far away. Try to touch the walls. Let's do 4 more of these. And stretch, get those ribs nice and open. Let's bring our feet together again. 2 plies, bending your knees and stretch. Bending your knees and stretch. And let's rise up off of our heels onto our toes. Just a little rise. And let's. All right. Great. So with plies, actually I won't play with the music. I'll just demonstrate it with you. We'll start in first position. We'll lift our arm up and open. We'll do a demi-plie and stretch. Another demi-plie and stretch. Little lift with the arms. We'll go all the way down, grand plie, and zipping right back up and open. Bending forward, stretching all the way down, and then we'll roll up. Let's turn our head slightly as we port a bras back. Open the arm, tendu second position. Demi-plie and stretch. Again, demi-plie and stretch. A little lift and a breath. up, and let's go down to grand plie, rising up, open the arm. Over toward the bar, and away from the bar, bringing the arms together, tendu, fourth position, nice and cross. Demi-plie and stretch. Again, demi-plie and stretch. Grand plie all the way down, heels pushing to the floor. We'll port de bras forward, bending to the side, circular port de bras, going all the way to the back, around to the side. Let's cross the arm, tendu, fifth position. Demi-plie and stretch. Demi-plie and stretch, lifting, grand plie, all the way down to the floor and up and open. Let's cross the arm. This time we'll reverse the arm. Over to the side, hand above your head to the back, over to the side and down. We'll roll up and then we'll finish with the tendu and we'll lower. And we'll finish there, okay? So let's play the music. First position, second position, fourth position, fifth position. I'll talk it through as we do it, and Fiona will demonstrate. Okay, heels together. First position, let's start with the arm low. And I'm pressing play now. Let's lift the arm up and open. Demi-plie. Grand plie, all the way down and up. Let's port de bras forward, lifting up and over and up. We'll port de bras back, turning the head slightly. Open the arm, tendu, second position. Demi-plie, stretch. Demi-plie, grand plie, all the way down, bending those knees. And let's bend toward the bar, over towards the side. And up, and the other side, lifting and stretching over. Tendu, fourth position. Let's cross those feet. Demi-plie, demi-plie. And now release the heels as we go down and push the heels into the floor. Let's rise. Circular port de bras going forward. Bending to the side, going to the back, other direction, tendu, there we go, fifth position, demi-plie, demi-plie, grand plie, down and right back up. Let's cross the arm and stretching out, reverse the port de bras, away from the bar, and back. Side, forward, up, tendu side, and let's close first position just like we started. Good. All right. Okay. Make sure when we're doing our plies, we have our nice bends. We have two bends, demi bends, and then one bend. We go all the way down grand plie. Let's make sure that we coordinate the arms every time we do our plies. So even in the first position, I like to think of my arm like a ribbon. And I feel like I actually, you know what, I think that I'm in a pool, I'm in water. So as I plie, I'm lifting up, and as I straighten my legs, my arms are coming down. And then I do my second plie, the arm is going up towards my chest, and then I'm opening. And now with the one grand plie, I do the same thing, but I go all the way down without a pause, and as I come up, my arms rise up, and then it opens. Even in second position, I do the same thing. I do a little lift, my arm is going through the water, and I stop. I go demi-plie, and I stop, and now I take out the pause, so I go all the way down, don't stop, don't stop, don't stop, bring it up, and open. Let's make sure as we do our bends that our arms are constantly moving. And it's okay to actually hear your breath. I think it works a lot. It's better for me when I hear myself breathing. So it's okay to do it right now because no one's around you. If you're home and you're able to breathe, that means that you're bringing all of the blood to the right muscles, and we're able to wake up the muscles. So give yourselves do some breathing. You're all on mute, so I can't hear you. It's okay? All right, let's try the second side. First position, and if you get lost, take a look at Fiona and listen to my voice. All right, heels together and let's rise the arm up and open. Now, demi-plie, stretch the legs. Demi-plie, open the arm. Now take out the paws all the way down and up. Let's stretch forward, chest forward, bending down, and rolling up. Heels together, Alexandra. Flat, there we go. Tendu, second position. Open the legs. Demi-plie and demi-plie. And grand plie. Let's go down, keep moving, and come right back up. Now stretch over toward the bar, stretching to the side. Keep the heels on the floor. And back up, stretch away from the bar. Far away from you. Good. Fourth position. Let's cross the left leg in front. Demi-plie and stretch. Demi-plie and stretch. Grand plie all the way down and come right back up. Straighten the legs. Circular port de bras. Forward and side and back. Side. Cross the arm. Tendu, fifth position. Demi-plie, stretch, heels down. Demi-plie, stretch. Now grand plie. Lift the heels as we go down. Push the heels back into the floor. Now reverse that port de bras. Out to the side and over the head to the back. Side and forward. All the way down, rolling up. And tendu, first position. Good. All right, as we start to move forward, we will do lots of porta pots. Our hands will go up. Whenever we're lifting our hands above our head, think of your this whole circle. It's like a coin. You know how on coins here, you have a face, and normally the face is profile, but the coin, it's completely around my head. It's like a nice mirror. So my head is in the middle, and make sure that the coin is nice and round. We don't want it too squat here, or we don't want it too long here. We need our heads to be directly in the center. So whatever we do, even if it's with one arm, make sure as we bend over to the side or as we go back, this relationship doesn't change. We shouldn't bring it down a little. We should try to have this amount of space as we move up. Go right into that coin, okay? Let's move on. I will do our first tendu combination. I'll play it and then I'll talk it through. So just have a look. Here we go. This is not. Hold on. Here's my combination. Okay, so we'll start in first position. Our heels will be together, just like we started our plie combination. Lift the arm up and open. We'll do 2 tendus front. Point the foot far away from you and bring it back. One more time, forward and back. Third time, we'll point the foot, flex the toes back, point the foot back, and go back to first. We'll do that to the side. 2 to the side and close, and out to the side and close. Third time, peel those toes all the way close to your body, point them far away and close. Back and close, and back and close. Tendu, flex to the back, point and close. Out to the side, directly to the side, out and close. This is the last time. we'll point and close. We'll do a demi-plie, our knees are going out. Let's pick up the heels, still in plie, and then we'll straighten the legs. When we're ready, a little balance check, let go of the bar, bring the arms up, we'll lower, and we'll finish. All right, so let's give it a go, and we'll take a pause in between the first side and the second side. All right, Fiona, you ready? First position, heels together, and let's lift the arm up and open. 2 tendus front and close, front, back to first. Third time front, flex the foot, point the foot, closing first. To the side, side and close, side and close. Third time, flex the foot, point the foot, and close. To the back, directly behind you, and back. Third time, flex, point, and close. To the side, one more time. Arm out to the side, Juliet, and side, and flex, and point. Demi-plie, roll through your heels, stretch your legs and rise up. Both arms are across here. Test your balance, and then lower your heels back to first position. Okay. All right. For this combination, I'd like for all of us, try to keep your arm out to the side. Instead of keeping it low, I mean, this is a position right here, but I really want us to start to have our arms out because pretty soon we'll start to move and we need to have, we need to wake up the arms here. So if we can, let's do the entire combination. Our arms will be nice and side here. And make sure as we do our 2 tendus, our hips will be facing forward, and we want to try and put this foot as far away from us without bringing the hip. So our hips will stay. We'll draw a line directly in front. 1 and close. We'll do it one more time and close. The third one. Now keep your toe exactly where it is. Peel the tips of your toes back to your body. Point it and make sure you're touching the floor and draw that line back. We'll go directly front the first time, directly side the second time, go behind you the third time, and the fourth time we'll go back to the side, en croix there. All right, let us try the second side.
Just before we do the second side, I just want to mention Craig was talking to us about holding our arms in second the whole time. You can actually use your arms to help you in everything. So if you're engaging the right muscles in your back and you're not dropping your elbows, that means your chest is connected to what you're doing. And that can actually help you in your balance. If you think of your arms like a basket, you want your chest to be inside the basket, and that way you'll connect to your rib cage and you'll have a stronger and longer balance.
Exactly what she said. Yes, thank you, Fiona. Great, great addition. All right, let's take that into our next side. Here we go. First position, and open the arm and just tendu front. Tendu front. Third time. Front, flex those feet. Point and back to first. To the side. Good, Tony. And side again. And side. Flex, flex, and point. Back to first. Draw the line directly behind you. And back. And third time. Flex. Point. To the side. Last time. Out to the side. And out to the side. Zephyr. Good. Out. And flex. Point. First demi-plie. Bend those knees out. Lift those heels off the floor. And stretch those legs. We're on releve. Stretch those legs, Victor. That's it. And you can let go of the bar for a nice little balance. And let's lower the heels back to first position. All right. Good. Yes. I like that too, because you can have the arm out to the side and this can easily be dropped and nothing's engaged here. Yeah. As the elbow is up, the chest is open. I also like to think too that I'm resting in some water. I'm like in a pool and I feel that my elbows are above the water. I don't want them to dip into them. I want them to stay dry. And by doing that, it engages the back and I feel like I have wings. I feel like Batman or like a superhero getting ready to fly off somewhere. All right, let's go on. We'll do another tendu, fifth position now. So our legs are crossed. We'll start in fifth position, heel to the toe, and try the other heel to the toe if possible. Mine doesn't do it perfectly, but it is okay. We'll lift the arm and we'll open. Two tendus front. Front and close and front and close. I'll lift the foot in coupe, bring it out and plie. I'll stretch the leg and then I'll close it. I'll tendu, close, and tendu, close. I'll tendu side, plie in second position, pushing back over to the side, and I'll close back. Tendu to the back, directly behind me, tendu to the back. I lift the foot up, coupe position, lift the toes, land and plie, stretch, and fifth, tendu, close, and tendu, close, tendu side, plie center, all the way down, pushing off, tendu, and close. I'll do that one more time through, but before I do that, let me play the music for you so you have a good idea of the tempo. Two tendus front. 1, 2, 3, 4. Coupe, plie, stretch, fifth, tendu side. Tendu side, tendu side, plie second, tendu closing back, reverse. Right behind me, wrap the foot, plie, stretch, close. Side, close, side, close, side, plie, tendu, and close. And then we'll do it one more time. All right? So those first two, those tendus, the leg is staying on the floor. We don't bring it off at all. I think of my toes like a paintbrush, drawing a line directly in front of me. Out to the floor, I bring it back. Out to the floor, I bring it back. Now I bend the leg, a little cut, a little coupe, and now lifting the toe, creating like a little rainbow with my toe. I lift up and then I touch the floor and plie, stretch the leg, and I close to fifth. To the side, two tendus to the side, straight line, tendu to the side. The third time, tendu, I plie in second position, both knees are out, equal weight, and then I push back to that side, closing fifth. To the back, I do two tendus, I coupe, lift the toe, create a little rainbow, out, touch down and plie, stretch in fifth, and then tendu, close, tendu side, big plie, tendu, and close. All right, we'll do it front and side and back and side, and then we'll do it one more time just so we get it good, okay? Fifth position, let's have the right foot front. And before we start, the music will start, we'll lift the arm up on 7, open the arm, excuse me, on 8, and then we start our feet. Here we go, fifth position, and lift the arm, 7, 8, tendu front, tendu front. Now coupe, lift the foot, straighten, close, tendu side, third tendu side, plie second position, tendu, close back, 2 back, good, love it, wrap the foot, plie, tendu, close, 2 side, tendu side, plie in second position. Let's do the whole thing again, tendu front, close, wrap the foot, point the foot, stretch, fifth, tendu side, tendu, plie, tendu, close, 1, 2, 3, 4, wrap, plie, stretch, tendu side, tendu, plie. Alrighty. All right, that one was quick. It's a quick one. As we start to move along, it's like a little bit of it's not a straight street. It's like very windy. Sometimes we're doing fast things, sometimes we're doing slow things. So this one is definitely faster than what we did the last time. Just make sure that we're counting. I think of the 2 tendus counting front. You'll do 1 tendu, close, 2 tendus, close. On the third count, we lift that leg, we plie the leg, we straighten the leg, and then we close. Okay, let's do that one more time with our hands. So tendu, 1, tendu, 2. I wrap the foot, my toe is pointed, just lift it to your ankle, create a little rainbow, stretch the leg, and close. We need to move a little bit faster. Front side, back side, and then we do it again, front side, back side. So Fiona, do you have anything to add to that?
Yeah, in order to continue moving at this tempo, which may be a little bit faster than we're used to, we need to make sure that we're not stopping in our plie and that it's a continuous motion. And it's easier to achieve that when you don't sink and stop at the bottom. So as you plie, you're growing even taller in your spine, especially on that 1 and second where we transfer our weight, because if you stop at the bottom, it's going to be harder to keep your momentum and continue moving at that pace.
Exactly. Yeah. So every time we do close, yeah, it's just a little pause. It's a little breath. It's not a stop and let's take a moment. It's just like a little breath and then we keep moving. Okay. Let's turn around and let's have the left foot in front. We'll do the same combination just to the other side. Here we go. Fifth position. And lift the arm up and open. Tendu. One more. Wrap the foot, point the foot, tendu, close to the side, out, close, wrap, plie, oops, I messed up, to the back. You were right, all. Coupe and plie, stretch and close. Two tendu side, tendu plie, second position. One more time to the front, tendu front. Wrap the foot, lift, stretch, close, side, out and close, out, plie, second, tendu, closing back. Wrap, plie, stretch, tendu side, and tendu, plie. All right. Yeah, I think the key too is from the moment we are in our fifth position, those two tendus, the leg doesn't bend at all. So I have a straight leg here and the straight leg will go directly out and the straight leg closes. Same to the side, the leg will go straight out and straight side. And it's almost, if it were to make a sound, it's like a snap. So a snap happens quickly. So we need to make that line, shoot that line out as quickly as possible, out and close. Quick out and quick close. It's very, very sharp. Instead of it moving slowly to finally get there, we need to get to the destination and we need to bring it back in. So adding to that, we'll do jetés. So now the foot will come off of the floor. We will brush the leg out and fifth, and out and fifth, and out and fifth, and out and fifth. And now two to the front, two to the side, and first, closing back. So out, closing back, off the floor, about 2 inches, 45 degrees out and close, directly to the front and directly to the side. Now two to the back, 1 and 2 to side, 1 and 2, and 1 and 2 and 3, closing fifth. Okay, let's play the music. I can talk through it one more time. Now two. And 1 to the back, 1 to the side, 1 to the front, 1 to the side. Now 2 to the back, 2 to the side. Now first position, close. All right, similar to the tendu, we want our leg to get there as quickly as possible, but instead of it staying on the floor, we can raise it up just a little bit. So 1 front, 1 side, 1 to the back, 1 to the side. Now we'll do 2 to the front, 1 and 2. Now 2 to the side, 1 and 2. We'll go back to the side, closing in first position, 4. We'll do 1 and 2 and 3. On the last one, on the fourth one, we actually close behind. And then we'll repeat the combination. 1 to the back, 1 to the side, 1 to the front, 1 to the side. Now 2 to the back, 2 to the side. Now 4 to the side. First, closing fifth. We will do that one more time. And let's lift the leg up maybe, I'd say about 2 inches. Yeah, probably the size of like a small cup. Toe off the floor as quickly as possible. almost if it needed to make a sound, it's a snap, if that makes sense. So out and close, sharp and close, like the tongue of a frog or some animal going out and coming in. Really think of launching out and then bringing it back right away. All right, let's give it a go. Fifth position, right foot front. All right, here we go. And I'm playing the music now. One front, one side, one back, one side, now two. Two side, now four and first, first, closing back, back and close, and side, to the front, to the side, two back, two side, in first position four, repeat one more time, to the front, to the side, to the back, to the side, to front, to side, in first position, in, closing back, back. Nice, Alexandra, and side, and front, and side, two back, beloved, two side, and blessing, first, and close. Good. All right, good. Make sure once we release the foot from the floor, it points right away. So we have 0 seconds, no time to think about pointing. So to the side, if we're brushing out, we can't let the foot go and then we need to brush it out. We actually need to stretch the leg as far out and press the toes down and out. So the minute it releases, we're pointing. It's as if we were to jump. If we jumped and pointed our toes, we can't jump and then point the toes. We need to push off like our fingertips. Our toes are pretty much, we want to use them like our fingertips. So as we push off, we need to press right away. Instead of going up and then using, we actually have to use the toes to press off as we do those jetés. Okay, we can lift our legs. Let's try to lift our legs a little bit higher out. So instead of it just going just a little bit, let's lift the leg a little bit higher, which means we really need to press off the floor and press off the ankles, press with our ankles just a little bit more to create a little more height. That's it, love it. That's beautiful. All right. Fiona, anything to add for this?
Yeah, just what Craig was saying about pointing the toes very quickly off the floor. This is something that I'm working on the way down, making sure that you're pointing as you go into fifth. So you're really going from fifth position, tendu, lift, tendu, fifth. If we were to break it down really slow, this is just way sped up. So you're feeling the toe on the floor, it lifts, and then it goes and connects again as you bring it back in.
Yes, that's right. Put your brain in your toes. So I like to think of that. If I actually think about the one thing that I need to concentrate on, I really think about the toes and the toenails and all of that and what it feels like as it brushes. If you didn't have your shoes on, or if you don't have shoes on, you can really feel like the toes touching, what it feels like to touch the surface. And it's almost like little brooms. Think of it as like you're sweeping. You're trying to sweep away, something that's there. Okay, let's try the second side. Here we go. Left foot forward. It's hard for me to think my left and right when I'm not actually doing it. So the left foot in front, fifth position, and I'm pressing play now. Jeté front and out, one side, one to the back, one side, now two side, four and first, back, to the back, and side, front, right in front of you, and side, two to the back, and side, four side, one, two, three, one more time, let's repeat, to the front, and side, that's right, strong arms to the side, don't dip your elbows in the pool, to front, to side, first position, closing fifth now, back to fifth, and side fifth, front fifth, and side, two back, two side, first. All right, there we go. Good. Still remember, even though we're focusing on our toes, I said to put our brain in our toes. Also put a little bit of your brain in your elbow too, in your arm. So as we start to move, that it doesn't droop this way. We want to continue to fly. We want to continue to soar. So that just seems to be the complete opposite. Chest up, the back engaged, everything pulled up, and the elbows never drop. Okay. Let's go on. I'll do a rond de jambe, and I'll just play the music, and then we'll go through it. Okay, so that's rond de jambe, and we will start fifth position, and with rond de jambe, we want to make a half a circle. All right, so it's half of that coin directly in the front. We'll start with the plie. So plie tendu front, straighten this leg, we'll rond de jambe on the floor all the way to the back. We'll do the same thing, plie front, straighten the leg as we rond de jambe to the back, and now we'll do 4 quicker rond de jambes. 1, around, 2, around, 3, around, 4. Now we'll lift the foot off the floor, the same height as we did before. Lift the foot off a couple of inches, open to the side with the arm, rotate to the back, and lift the fingers to arabesque. Then we'll brush through first position. We'll brush the leg front and plie, open to passe, and lift all the way to the back behind you into arabesque. We'll close fifth, and we'll reverse that. Plie to the back, rotate the leg to the side to the front. Again, plie back, rotate around. Now 4 rond de jambes, back, side, front. 2, around, 3, around, 4. We'll lift the foot off the ground, arm out, rotate to the side, staying off the floor, lifting the arm and the head, and then we'll open the arm in tendu, brush the leg back in arabesque, zip up to passe, and then we'll develop the leg front in front of you, tendu, and then we'll stop right there. Okay, so the toe should go directly in front of your nose, 1 half circle directly behind you. First time we'll do that in plie. We'll do that 1 more time in plie, and then take out the plie. We'll do 4 rond de jambes. It's like watching like a car, like the tire moving. So keep it rotating around and around. Don't stop in the middle. And then we'll go front off of the floor, rotate halfway, rotate to the back, tendu, and then we'll brush the leg off the floor as high as we can go, zip the leg up to passe, and then we open to arabesque, and then we close fifth. And then we'll do the entire thing in reverse. All right, let us go. Fifth position, right foot in front. Here we go. We'll start with the arm nice and low. We'll lift the arm as the intro happens, and then we'll start with those rond de jambes. And lift the arm with the breath. Open. Plie front. Rond de jambe to the back. Again, plie front. Rond de jambe to the back. Quick rond de jambes. 4 of them. 2, 3, 4. Lift the foot off the floor. Lift the arm. Open it to the side. Around to the back. Nice. And now brush the leg front off the floor. Passe. Arabesque open. Closing fifth to the back. Reverse. Plie back. Rond de jambe front. Plie back. Rond de jambe front. On the floor. 4 rond de jambes. 2, 3, 4. brush the foot off the floor, rotate side, bring it front. That's it, Laura. Brushing back, arabesque, passe, and développé front, close fifth. Let's stop right here. Good. All right, that's very nice. Make sure the rond de jambe, where it's round, nice and round, and we go directly into the front. Really visualize. Right in front of you, here's my nose directly in front of you, and as I move it, I create a circle, half a circle, my toe, I feel my toe on the floor directly to the back. And if we can, keep your hips keep them nice and straight. Try not to move the hips and the leg. We need to isolate this. So the leg will move, but everything else should stay. We do that nice and slow. We do it slow 2 times, and then we build up the speed. So then we still do the same movement, but the leg just moves a little bit faster. That next thing we do, we'll lift the leg off the floor and again, try to isolate. Open up without moving anything. Open the arm, use the arm, and we should arrive hands and fingers at the same time. And then brushing through first position, we can go up in the air, right to passe, open to air, and finish. Okay, so arms, make sure the arms stay nice and strong, and we do a very clear half circle each time around. Right, Fiona, anything?
Yeah, as we're taking the brush to do our rond de jambe en l'air, and as we're brushing to passe développé, really important to think about that heel coming forward. Like you could almost balance like maybe like a seashell or a bean or something on your heel, just that level of rotation that you could actually balance something in your heel. That's what we're all striving for.
Yes, and key is just isolation. You know, try not to move the leg, the supporting leg. It's like the foundation. I always think of it like a big, strong tree, and it's going even further into the ground. Like the roots are digging so far deep that if you ran and you tried to push it, I mean, it takes like a lot of wind, or it takes something much, much bigger to actually move it. Your entire body should be as strong as a tree, and then this is able to move. These are like the branches or the leaves, and the wind is moving that, but all of this should try and stay as solid as possible. That gives us the strength, and then once we take away our arms from the bar, we're no longer using the bar, then we're nice and solid, so we don't have to worry about wobbling, and we can move quicker. All right, second side. Let's have the left foot in front. Open the arm. Now plie, brushing front, rotate to the back. And again, brush front, rotate back. Speed it up. 4 rond de jambes. 2, 3, 4. Now off the floor, lift. Keep that balance on there. Yeah, keep that bean right there. And brushing front, right to passe. And open to arabesque behind you. Let's reverse that. Back and side, front. Again, back, side, front. Speed it up. 4. Like a motor. Keep it moving. Round and round. Lift back. Rotate to the side. Rotate to the front. Keeping that turn out. Brushing back. And passe and balance something right on that ankle. Good. All right. Okay. Yes. Here. All right. Let us do something else. Let us do another thing. We'll add on to this. We'll start to let's move our legs. We'll do an attitude swing, and then we will do a grand battement. So I'll brush the leg front in attitude as high as it can go. I'll brush front, brush back, brush front, and back. This is 5 and 6 and 7, close fifth, 8. I'll lift the arm, straighten the leg 1 to the front, straighten the leg 1 to the side, straighten the leg 1 to the back, and then a big plie and stretch. Oh, brush back and front and back and front and 5 and 6 and 7, close fifth, 8. Straighten the leg as high as I can push it back. Back, closing fifth, and side, closing fifth, and front, closing fifth, big plie and stretch. As I push off the floor, I'm using, it's the same thing that I did, the tendus, the jetés. I'm using those toes to push off. It's the same thing. Instead of just lifting the foot up, I actually need to push it out. I need to brush it away from me. I'm sweeping. I like to think if this floor was covered in sand, I need to brush the sand as far away. We need to flick it at someone. So I will go flick it front and then go back. I'm pushing to the floor. I'm pushing to the floor. This is the fifth one, the sixth one, the seventh one. I close fifth on eight. Now grand battement, straighten the leg this time, all the way up and close to the side. Let's open the arm. Side and close to the back, back and close, demi-plie and stretch. And then I'll reverse that. Let me play the music for you so you have an idea of the tempo. Brush front, 2, 6, 7, front, close, side, close, back, close, demi-plie, back, front, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So make sure as we brush the leg too, we brush the leg, there's a bend in the leg, but try to keep your foot not super close to your thigh. Still, we just want like a little bit of a bend. I like to think that whenever I do an attitude, it's like cracking an egg. If you crack the egg and then you take out what's inside, you don't just smash it down completely, just a little bit of a crack. So this is just a little crack to bend the attitude and keep it in that shape as we do the attitudes. And then once we do our grand battement, the leg will straighten. And it's the same principle, but instead of it being bent, it's straightened. Up and close, side and close, far away from you to the back, and then a nice demi-plie. And we'll do the same thing from the back. 7 attitude
Fred,
swing.
I have a question. Is it when you do the plie, I mean the locking, like you said, is it locked or is it like supple? When
Yeah,
you do the
when you do
attitude, when you do the attitude balance, I mean the cloche, okay? Do you tell your student to keep their knee locked into that angle, or is it supple? Is it like fluid?
Actually, let me do it to give you what the feel is. If I lock it, then I
Yeah.
think that the leg actually comes closer into my body. So it should be more supple. I think that I want my leg still, I want my toe to go far away from me. If I think of my leg locked, then my leg kind of stays very close. So think of it just as, yeah, there is a bend there and everything else is pulled up, but the bend is, it's more supple. It's not like a
Okay.
full locked leg. It's
All
just
right.
like, kind of like a caress. I feel like I'm rubbing like a bunny or a cat or something. There should be like a softness to it, even though we're moving quickly.
Perfect. Thank
Okay?
you so much. Thank you.
Couple attitudes. That's a great question. Here we go.
I have a question, Craig. Sorry, Lovette speaking. I hope you can hear me. When you go on the plie at the end, do your heels come off the floor or they stay on the floor?
Stay on the floor. In demi-plie, we should have the heels on the floor. Our weight is in our
Okay.
mid our toes, but you should make a nice imprint. If you had ink on your foot and you need to push it down on a piece of paper, I should see your entire foot. I shouldn't just see your toes and your midfoot. I should see the whole foot there as we do our demi-plie. Okay. And as we do the demi-plie, one last thing with this, as we go down, don't think of just sinking down. Think of yourself in water. I like this this visual that as I go down, I don't want my nose to go underneath the water. So whatever I can do to go down, but to try to keep myself like a little bit floated. That way, we're able to kind of decompress the spine, because what we need to do is buffer. Once we start to jump, we should never just sink into the spine, or you won't be jumping for long. As we land, we need to elongate so we can kind of lubricate all the joints so they're nice and supple so we can continue to dance for a long time. All right, let's give it a go. Those 7 attitudes: grand battement front, grand battement side, grand battement back, demi-plie with the heels down. 5th position, and just need to set my music up. All right, and it's quick. You guys heard how quick it was. So like get yourselves ready. In fifth position, it's not fifth position. Oh, it's fifth position. Make sure you're ready to jump. The bell is about to ring. You're coming out of the starting gates and you're fired up, ready to fly. All right, and open the arm. Attitudes, front, back, front, back. 5, 6, 7, to the front. Grand battement. Grand battement side. Grand battement back. Demi plie. Yes, Laura. Reverse. 2. Back and front. Back, front, back. Close. 5th. Grand battement. Straighten the leg. To the side. And front. And plie and stop. All right. That was, you know what? I want us to do the same side one more time. A lot of times I think once we do it, we think about it and then we actually feel it and we have a totally different idea of it. So now we know exactly what it is. And it's like a swing. It's like, I don't know if you've seen one of the sports that I love in track and field. It's called the hammer throw. So it's a big ball and there's a string attached to it. And you see the person there and they're basically spinning around and then they let it go. And I think that we need to think of our leg like that ball. So it needs to swing. It's almost, if your leg could detach, it should fly off as far away from you. So it's not really just like, oh, I'm swinging the leg far away from me, ready for it to fly away. If we can think of that, even with the grand battements, with the straight leg, we get the energy to go up and we have to bring the energy down. It shouldn't just be a movement where you just let it go. You put it up there and then you pull it back down. It's like a big door. You have to, like you're pushing, in order to get it to go, you got to put some weight into it. So let's do the first side one more time with those attitudes and think of throwing the leg and then bringing it back down each time. Okay? Same side, right foot front. And swinging front and attitude. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, close 5th. To the front, to the side, to the back, big plie, down, reverse. Swing it, swing it, swing it. Make sure we're counting to 7 of these and go back and side. Front, plie, and we'll stop. All right. Good, much better, much better. And try, instead of just thinking about the legs, we do have a moment, the arms are aside when we do the attitude swing, but once we do the grand battement, we do lift the arm up, we open the arm to the side, and as we go to the back, we reach far, an arabesque, the leg is up, our fingers are stretched, and then we do our plie, and once we reverse that, fingers out, toes far away from you, arm long to the side, and when we go to the front, our hand is above us, creating that nice shape. Okay, Fiona?
Yeah, just going off what you said about the fingers, they're kind of that last detail that really completes that full picture of what we're doing. I like to think of a lot of air and space in between my fingers, almost like my fingers are feathers, like rustling in the wind. So when I move my arm from here to here, it's not, my fingers don't stay exactly the same. There's a little bit of softness and movement. And same with the arabesque. They aren't just, hanging out there. There's some life in them and there's some air between them.
All right, so I think this time around, now that we really know the combination, let's do it 2 times without a break. So we'll do our attitude swings, we do our grand battement, we do our attitude swings or grand battement, I forgot the plie, and then we'll do the first time one more time, just 2 smushed together. So we'll get tired, definitely, but because of that, I mean, that's ballet. Ballet is hard work. In order to make it look easy, we have to put in the work. So let's put in the work and we'll do it 2 times in a row, no break, and then we can take a little break once we're done. Okay, let's have the right leg forward. Here we go, get revved up. The bell's about to go and I'm pressing play now. Arm to the side, swing the legs. Estendo and grand battement front. 1 to the side, using those arms. Fingers. Plie. Yes, to the back. Attitude swing. Keep your chest up, Juliet. And back. And side. One more time, to the front, swinging front, back, open the arm to the side, and bop my front, bop my side, one to the back, plie. Last time, attitude, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and one back, one side, one front. Good, good, good. Juliet, can you do me a favor? Right now, when you're standing, your arm is perfect standing here, but lift this arm and open this arm right here. Juliet, can you hear me? Uh-oh, hold on. Why can't I get back to... Juliet, can you hear me? No, I don't. Okay. Here, when you're doing, can you just stand up for one moment? Stand up at the bar. Just stand up. And I need you to lift your arm up. As you're doing it, you're doing the entire combination right here. I just want you have to make sure that your arm is to the side. Because you kept the arm low, it's easy for you to dip forward and back. But I think if we open the arm and we keep this nice and connected, we're able to stay upright a little bit more. Did that make sense? I don't know if she can hear me, but okay. All right, I'll just keep going. So, all right, that is, let's take our bars away and we'll do our combination in the center. And I'd actually like to we just go into our combination of the month. I think that or combination of the week. I don't know if we're doing this combination next week, but we're doing this combination right now. So we will start. I will mirror you. So you should have your right leg in B plus. So your right leg will be behind, pointed. There's a nice little bend here. The first thing we'll do is a piqué passe to the side. So we'll take this back leg, we'll lift it up like we did with the wrap and the plie and up down. We'll lift this leg, plie on this, and we go into passe and we step across. Okay, so we piqué passe, we step on it, we do a contretemps, so we bring the leg around and we'll bring the keep the arms in second. Let's try that one more time. So we piqué passe, step around, lift the second leg to go piqué passe, and we'll step. We'll tombe on it. Let's do that one more time, okay? So right leg behind, lift the back leg, plie, piqué, step across, contretemps, piqué, tombe. From here, we'll do two balances. One balance right, balance, balance. We'll do chasse, pas de bourrée to fifth position. All right, let's try that one more time from the beginning. Right foot behind, B plus. We'll have the arms, let's have the arms low. We'll lift the leg from the back, plie, piqué, passe, step around, piqué, passe, tombe, coupe, balance right, balance left, and chasse, pas de bourrée to fifth. Going on, we'll do one tendu back, we'll go to fourth position. Now, my leg right here is straight. I don't know, sometimes people do plie, they do a preparation with both legs. Either is fine, but for me, I think it's easier for me to have my back leg straightened instead of having both legs here. So I'm on my front leg. I go to fourth position. I'll take that back leg, which is straight. I'll go releve passe, and I go back to fourth position. Okay, let's do that one more time, just from the top. It's good for my head too. So B plus, we'll have the arms low. We'll lift the arms as we lift the leg. We'll piqué passe, step around, piqué passe, and step forward. We'll do balance right to the side, balance left to the side, and then down, pas de bourrée to fifth, lowering the arms. We lift the fingers and the toes at the same time, tendu back to fourth position, rise up and passe, passe to fourth, we'll tendu, closing fifth, and then from here, let's lift the front leg up, passe, we turn around, and then we finish with the tendu. Actually, we do tendu front, and then we go to B plus. Okay, then we do it on the other side. Lift the back leg, we piqué passe, step around, long leg, pique, passe, tombe. Balance to the left. Balance side, and then down, pas de bourrée to fifth. Tendu back, fourth position. We rise up to releve, passe, back to fourth. We tendu, closing fifth, and then this front leg will go passe, lifting the arms, stepping back, tendu, and into a B+. All right. To get into that pique passe, we really need to plie that leg. And I like to think of myself stepping over something big there. So as I pick up my leg, you can also think of creating a nice little rainbow with that back leg. Lift, plie, and then step far. I land on it, step over, long leg around, same thing. Lift the leg, passe, and down, and then balance 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, down, back, side, fifth. I tendu, down to fourth, releve, passe, back to fourth. I tendu, closing fifth, front leg, passe, down and up, and then B+. Last side, pique up, and round, pique up, and tombe. Balance side, and chasse pas de bourrée to fifth. Tendu back, fourth position, rise up, passe, and fourth. Tendu, closing fifth, passe, prepare, and finish. All right, let us hear it first before we get a chance to do it. Here we go. And pique, step around, pique, balance. Chasse pas de bourrée to fifth, tendu to fourth, releve passe, tendu, passe, B+, pique, long leg, pique, down, balance, side, down, pas de bourrée to fifth, tendu to fourth, right up to passe, and open, fifth, passe, down, up. All right, how are we doing? Do we have any questions with that? Does something seem a little weird, a little funky? I think one of the things that we should do a lot of times, even if it feels a little weird, if we just dance it out, maybe have a good feel of it, and then if we have any issues, we can talk about it. So let us give it a go. Fiona's there, and I'll do some watching, and I'll do some talking, and let's see where it takes us. Okay, so let's start with the right foot will be behind in B+. So we have a nice pointed foot behind, and then we get ready for our pique to the side. All right, opening positions, here we go. And pique side, and pique, step around, pique, tombe, 2 balances, side, chasse pas de bourrée to fifth, tendu back to fourth, passe to fourth, tendu to fifth, passe other side, pique, step around, pique, step, balance, side, tombe, pas de bourrée to fifth, tendu back, fourth, passe up, and tendu, and up, and go. All right. So it looks like we're getting stumped on the those pique steps in the very beginning. So let's just do maybe just side to side. We can break this down. The first thing is if I'm doing the opposite. So it's key to get this leg out nice and quick, okay? So the music starts and we go up, we plie, and we need to get up there as quickly as possible. If we go a little slow, it's kind of hard to lift our leg to get it up there, and then we're already late. So in one count, like that snap, like I said before, let's go pique up, and then once we step on it, and then we do that rond de jambe, leg comes around from the back, and then we get ready for the second side. Piqué, we land on it, and I just want us to do this. We'll do piqué and step around, and piqué and step around, and piqué and step around, and piqué and stop. We'll do 4 of those. So the key after we get up for the piqué, that passe leg, we land on it, and then we do a little around from the back leg. Around, transfer the weight to lift the leg to go piqué, and then we land on it. Leg comes around, we do one more piqué. So the leg from the back, we have to do a nice roundness of the shape. Can't see you. Fiona is there? Oh, okay, there you are. So we will just do that 4 times, yes. Fiona, do it one more time as I count through it. So just have a look at Fiona, and she'll piqué side, and she'll step around, piqué side, and she'll step around, and again, side, and step around, and side, and then she'll stop right there. So let's just do that 4 times. I think what we really need to do is get up to the passe as quickly as possible. Once we get up there, we can come down. We don't have to stay up there forever. We land on it. So the leg that's up in the air, we fall on it, tombe on it, and now take that back leg, bring it around to the front, and now step to the second side. You need to fall on it. And once we go forward, to tombe means to fall. So we'll fall on that leg, and then you can release the back leg. It's almost like creating like a figure 8 as we start to move. So let's just work on that part right there. That is dancey enough and challenging enough to piece those all together. So if we can master that, then we can do a lot. All right, let's have the right leg behind, and I'll play the same music, and we'll just do that just 4 times. Don't do the second part, just those piqués, okay? Right leg back, and get ready for the piqué. Here we go. Piqué up, step around, piqué up, step around, piqué up, step around, piqué up. All right, back up. Let's do this one more time. Same thing, I won't stop. Have the right foot behind. Here we go. Ready, and piqué, step up. Step around, piqué. Good, Tony. Step up, piqué, and around, piqué. All right. One of the notes that I am seeing right now, we're not actually pushing the leg. We're not stepping far enough down or away. If we stand on, keep it underneath ourselves, it's actually confusing. I'm not sure which leg to choose. If I just put my leg here and I go up, I almost don't know which way I should go, if I should go front or back. But I think if I take this leg, this back leg that's here, and once I lift it, I bring it up, and then I need to plie on this. So you see the distance in between my legs now? If I just do piqué underneath myself, then it's actually hard to go into the next thing. So this right here, it's like a big puddle of water. I've said this before, I think, but this is what I like. I don't want to wet my shoes up. So I need to step far away from it, up. You see how far I stood? I'm right here. I start it right here. So I use this leg, I plie, I bring it out, and then I step up, and now I fall on it. I come around, and I get ready for this next thing. I step far away from it, up and over. It's like this pillow right here. I step over the pillow and step around, step over the pillow. If I step right on the pillow, then I end up like hurting myself, and I don't want to do that. So I think it's key to think of stepping as far away from you. That's the point of the piqué. The piqué really, we can piqué arabesque. We can do a lot of things with that, but we have to bend that first leg, stretch this leg far away from us, and then bring the body to it. So can I say that one more? Yes.
Greg, I have a question for that, because when you do when they learn piqué in Nigeria, let's say we learn piqué together, we did it in a diagonal. It was not as big because of the rooms, like the space that we had. So we were reducing the amount of piqués and the stepping of the toes, and we're doing a la cheville all the time. And so I was wondering, does this impair us at the end when we do the piqué in the main choreographic work, in the à la barre au central? Does it make a difference? Because this is a very good question I never thought of. So what you're telling us is to do less piqué and bigger ones.
Actually, you know what? A lot of times, especially for a teacher, and when you're describing something, to exaggerate is you have to show something that's much bigger because a lot of times when you execute it, it's a little bit smaller. So if I say something huge, when you do it in actuality, you do it a little bit smaller anyway, which is probably, it's like if I tell you, I need you to meet me in a half an hour, even though I really only need you to be there 5 minutes before, but I'm giving you that window so you're not late. I think that with
Okay.
this, if you don't have to go as far, but I think the key is it's not PK if you don't actually bend the leg. PK comes from a straight leg. So even right
Mm-hmm.
here where my foot is, if I go up, I'm traveling right here. If I go underneath myself, I actually can't straighten my leg. I'm going from a bent leg. So wherever this leg is bent and this leg is straightened, right now I'm telling you to actually go so far. It's nearly impossible to do that. But if I'm bending this leg, no matter what, if I'm traveling here or traveling to the side, I'm pushing down on this, and this foot is going to stay, and then I'm going to go right on it. So that's what I need us to do. It's like I need us to go from one side over and then fall instead of
Okay.
just go underneath, because this isn't PK. PK happens from a straight leg, and then you
Yeah.
need to,
Yeah,
okay?
that's true. All right.
Yes,
Thank you.
this is for everyone. As soon as we go up, the leg needs to be completely straightened, and then you can go it onto it. If you can't go far, I understand, but you should go with a straight leg. So let's try that one
Okay.
more time, just side to
Thank
side,
you.
those 4 times, and then we can stop with that. I feel that this is enough to. This has kind of opened my mind too with the correction. So that was an excellent question. All right, same thing last time. Don't forget about the straight leg. PK side. Step across, PK side. Step across, PK side. And PK. All right, let's back up and let's do it one last time. I told a little story. We'll do it one last time and then we're done. Ready? Right foot back. Here we go. PK side. Passe. Step aside and passe. Step to the side. Passe. All right. All righty. This is great. Yes, that's it, Laura. Yes, I am seeing the progression there. And it's so hard as a teacher too, sometimes too. I have a whole class and a lot of times it's good to talk through these things because in my head, I've done them for a million years. And it's like, oh, you just do this, but to break it down and to like present all of the things, it does take time. And I feel maybe I talk too much or I feel I move too slow, but I was happy to show you the combinations that I had. The next time I'll give you the next set because I had more, but there's never enough time, especially when you're having fun with dancing. I just want to thank you all for showing up and giving me the best that you had for this last hour. And thank you, Fiona, for being a wonderful partner. And and I can't wait until the next time. I hope you all got something from this, something beneficial. I know I did. So.
Thank you so much, Craig. It was such a beautiful class, and I will film myself doing this combination, and it will be our combination of the month. So I will share that video link of me doing it in our chat that we all have, so you can work on it and send me videos, and I can help you correct them. But this was a beautiful combination to just get moving and feel the space and dance. So thank you so much, Craig and Fiona, for all of your beautiful comments, and thank you for your wonderful dancing, and we'll see you in 2 weeks. Have a wonderful rest of your week, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. It was so much fun. Thank